What is up, monkey movers? Just this mic. Got ourselves another rapid speedrun game. Got a fella from India. I am not going to try to pronounce that because I'll probably butcher it. And this is the only reason why we don't pre-move bishop b2. Well, I guess there's two reasons. Ah, this guy actually knows the theory. Or no, who knows theory to this? But people made a counter to this opening, and this is what it is. But we're not going to let it bother us. We are just going to keep playing ourselves. I don't know if I want to play a4 here, if I want to play bishop b2 here. I'll save a4. Does this guy play b4 or something? Kind of want to see his one game on white, just to see. No, he plays e4, so how did he know this? Alright, this doesn't look right, though. That doesn't look like it counters my opening. So we'll continue with knight f3. I want to save a4 now, just in case an opportunity arises where I want to play c4 instead. Because you don't really want to do both of them. Okay, so he goes with e5. Okay. So if I play d4 now, we're going to get this kind of setup. And even if I play c4 in the future, it's not going to do me a whole lot. Because takes, we're still going to get this. So I know what I said, but I might actually end up playing a4 and c4. I'm also considering g3, bishop g2. What do I want to do? Because there's never going to be a home for this bishop here, because this move is going to be played. If I'm just thinking ahead into the future, he's never going to opt to take this. So, in that, that being said, do I want to just play g3 immediately? g3, we got this bishop here, and this. Yeah, that's kind of no good. g3, he's just going to be playing bishop g4. So maybe I could play h3. This could be played no matter what. Maybe g3, bishop here, and I have a feint, and I go bishop e2 anyway. This gives me a bit to think about. You don't run into people that play against your opening very frequently. Maybe I just don't play d4 this game, so I allow my own knight to go there. Maybe. So he's gonna do something like this. If I'm just thinking about where his pieces are gonna be ending up. I don't ever see an opportunity where it's good to take here. Maybe after his knight moves here, so that he has this pawn separated. In case maybe a4 is a decent waiting move. I want to think about this for a second. Because as soon as I figure out how I want my position to look, I mean, the next 5 or 6 moves should be pretty quick. We just sacrifice a little bit of time here to figure it out. Yeah, so my bishop on b2, the more I think about it with this structure, it's a good chance that this bishop is not going to be very useful. So maybe I play a4 with the thought of in the future, being able to play bishop a3. Because, I mean, it's the same thing as me playing g3 right now. Like, it's just a waiting move. However, this one's actually going to be useful. If I play g3 and he goes here, excuse me, my hand is pretty much forced that I have to play bishop e2. So this is a waste of a move because my bishop's not going to end up on g2. With that being said, we'll try a4 against our opponent here. I also wonder, maybe there's a home for him here. Excuse me. Got some crud in my eye. Very nice. Oh, he moved already. Didn't notice that. Alright, well, if he moved, then I might as well make a move myself. Again, something that's not super committal to anything. Just bishop e2. He probably castles. Yep. So maybe c4. I'd probably end up playing them both. So now d4 here, here, and probably d5, in which case I get my bishop a3 move. So what squares become open for me after these pawns move? Because I want to see where my knight might have an outpost. Hard to see. Hard to see where such an outpost might exist. Can also just be patient. Maybe hold off d4 for a moment. See if he just wants to push this. So he wants bishop g4, huh? So now how does this change things? If I could actually draw arrows correctly. Ignore my king going to f2. I could play h3 here. Takes, bishop takes, e4. I could go back and just enjoy the bishop pair. But h3, I'm clearing a spot for my king as an escape square for late game without really using a tempo, because he's probably going to go back to h5 to keep pressure. So I likely don't lose anything with doing so. Another idea I have. Yeah, so the other idea that I have is that he can only really play d5 after he plays e4 and threatens the knight. So here, here, goes here, then he's allowed to play d5 with tempo. So, what if I am able to somehow get this pawn onto d5 without giving him tempo? Then I keep this long diagonal open, and that's quite nice for me, actually. So, maybe I find a place to move this guy. So I just d3. Then I go here, we see the exchange. Yeah, but then I'm not able to play d5. If I go here, he's not going to go there. He's not going to go there either, actually. Maybe he goes back. Then that clears the square for me. I could castle as well and just be patient. Or just knight c3. Yeah, there's no point going... Yeah, we'll go knight c3. I was gonna say there's no point going knight a3 right now because c4 is blocked off. If he ever does something like queen b6, and I'd probably just go bishop a3, and then this is technically hanging. Excuse those terrible arrows, but the bishop should be hanging at the end of that. This queen also now has room on c2 and b3, so that's probably where his home will end up being. Maybe c2, so when I do this, I can actually just capture it. It's quite nice, actually. So he might go here right away. But if he does that, then I just find a home here on d4. And if he ever pushes... Okay. So he goes knight d7. Do I have a take angle or not? I don't think so. He has a square for his knight, but d4 is actually going to kick the knight as well. Here we might run into bishop g6. So maybe I go queen b3 then. Of course, need to be a bit careful about this different exchange because he could always go in with the bishop there afterwards and pin the queen. So it's a little scary, but we're still fine. Yeah, so he goes there now, so I'll go b3. And now I have something like knight h4. And it's not super easy for him to escape that, because here I could probably just play f3. And then I'll be grabbing the bishop. So here, I don't know if he has d5, does he? Takes, takes, and knight takes. Knight takes, queen takes. He doesn't have anything to pin me, so I think I would just get the last laugh there. Should be nice. Winning a pawn, of course, would be a plus, but the main thing that I'm trying to accomplish here is to have these open diagonals. Excuse that arrow. If these open diagonals are available, then my bishops are super strong. Oh, excuse me. Been drinking a lot of sparkling water, so very bubbly stuff. Caffeine-free, sweetener-free, sodium-free. Yeah, that's why it tastes like piss. But it's better than regular water. Because it's at least refreshing. That's kind of annoying. Crap. Why didn't I think of that? Damn it. Alright. So I probably have to go Queen A2. And then he has this check that I'm gonna have to accept. Ah boy, I fell for it. That sucks. Hopefully he plays some nothing move. I don't know what it would be, but some kind of nothing move so I could at least get castled before he does this. Because then I'll be pretty annoying to get rid of. Oh well. I have no idea if they're doing construction in our house or what. Remodeling, redoing floors, redoing bathroom tile. I got no clue. They're being loud. I don't know if you guys could hear or not. There's also the possibility I just move king. But I don't think that's a high possibility. Because this knight could just stay there permanently. There's no saying he's just going to take the bishop. Really? That does not bother me, actually. Whatsoever, I don't think. This might be coming, but I don't care too much. Yeah, I think he chose the wrong piece to put there. Here I'm quite thrilled. So knight might come here. Queen b3. And then maybe e4. Knight here, pawn here. It's kind of annoying actually, but this guy could still be kicked, just like knight c1. But yeah, as it stands, I would very much like to play d4. If he allows d4, then I think it's still comfortable enough for me. Okay. So we attack it. If he goes back, then I just go queen c2, and it's never moving from that square. Finally more centralized. But I think what's more likely is he's going to play e4, take the bishop. So e4, do I have knight g5? Push, takes. Knight c3. I don't know. Some thought. I should actually maybe move this bishop to a3. That might be best. Obviously, if he plays e4, I have to respond to it, but then again, maybe I don't. Maybe e4 right here? No, because he'll just take this first. Yeah, he would just take and go back, and meanwhile this will be threatened. So tactically it doesn't hold. Gotta be very careful of the pawn levers here. Okay, so he took the bishop. Easy for me to make a move. Now what's he gonna do? Alright, so since he has a bishop and I have the two knights, I want to close this position. So how do I go about closing this in the best possible manner? D4 very much does not close things, but I have a feeling that he's going to go E4. In which case, it kind of does close things. If he takes, then obviously things are going to be a little bit more open, which I do not want, but... I have a feeling he's going to push. If he takes, I got to be careful what I recapture with, though. Because knight, he's going to pin me. It's not so simple as moving out of the way, because after this... the knight moves, then the rook is going to be grabbed. So I might have to retake with pawn. Which is a little awkward, but excuse me, I guess we'll have to make do with it. Yeah, I guess I'll have to take that with the pawn. He's taking too long, though. I thought he would just play e4 immediately. That's a habit that a lot of players have, me included. Oftentimes a way that you ignore a threat, yeah, is to just push forward. So, I will attack it, and he's probably going to go here. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that one. Does that spell trouble for me? I don't know, actually. So if I go c5, I'm losing that exchange. I would like to have this check at some point, but maybe d5? Takes. Or d5 push. No, d5 he's just going to go here. So maybe it's best for me to move this rook out of the way first. I don't think this rook would be bad on b1. I do kind of dislike that he's the one that has all the activity going on right now, though. So maybe I want to play f3 at some point. Get rid of some of that pressure. Yeah, we'll do this for now. Try fixing this so it's not ever a threat. Okay, reasonable. So takes, and then queen b7. With the idea of picking this up. Sounds nice, actually. So here, and here. Yeah, we'll just take. Excuse me. Yeah, so now he has two pawns I could kind of target. He might just push up, but I have check. I also have this nice outpost now that he pushed some things. push, I'm checking. I'm grabbing this pawn. And takes. I'll just recapture. That I wasn't expecting, but I think that's still fine for me. The idea is take with something, then rook here. I can even go there or something and double up eventually. I mean, I have the better queen at the moment, but I think this is still good. Not sure which way he'll recapture, though. Yeah. So now we have him on the 7th, which is where he belongs. And my knight should be starting to help soon. Excuse me. Okay. So do I want to move this knight immediately or not? I kind of want to put this knight here, so that whenever we have this guy go there, that I take and I grab a pawn. A little bit of a weird idea, but maybe I just double too, because that stops this as well. Yeah, let's double first, so this doesn't occur. And I could even bring this guy here to b6, and then I can make this knight move. Can't say I know what he's doing, but I should be able to just continue with my plan here. Okay, with the bishop, huh? So is he planning on trading everything off? I'm confused. I wonder if there's a pawn push that's good here. I have to imagine whatever I push, he does the other one. I don't think he'd want to take. Taking would benefit me. This is annoying. So here I have a lever where, I mean, I have a passed pawn, but I don't think it amounts to much. If I go here, at least I can go rook to b5. It's very hard to maneuver. But I do prefer this, because this freezes the position like I was saying I would like to do. Then maybe I could get a knight here. There's a couple of outposts that are nice. All right, we're getting a little closer towards endgame territory, which means we're getting to around the point where I'm going to throw the game. He's also thinking for a little bit here, which is weird to me. I am going to take that 100% if he allows it. I mean, there's just so many nice potential areas to get pins. Wow, he allowed it. I don't know why he would do that. I mean, I'm threatening this, I'm threatening this, I'm threatening this. What? Obviously, I'm just going to take the rook. All right. Well, that was a nice surprise. Now I'm going to go here. I'm actually threatening both of these pawns because the king is pinned. So if he plays like g6, I'm taking here. Excuse me. Yeah, I figured he'd do that. That's fine though. So I'm just gonna go knight b3, I think. Yeah, and try taking this by force. It also doesn't give him this square. I might play g4 in the future, so I get to the other side. I might just do something simple like this. Grab the pawn. A lot of good options. But yeah, I'm ready to blow my fourth quarter lead and lose this game somehow. Haven't made up my mind how yet, but I would very much like to lose this game. g4 is probably a smart bet, actually, because he covers my only square right now where I could escape to if he somehow gets some sort of back rank going. He might go here just so he actually goes after this. I don't know. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. What do I want to do here? c5 maybe, just because this pawn is a weakness. And if he pushes, maybe I could even go here. I mean, I was also talking about this move though, so maybe I do that. The good thing about this is that this pawn isn't actually in too much danger. Okay. It's a weird move, but probably fine. Pawn takes, then I can go knight d4. This is check, but that doesn't accomplish... not there. That doesn't accomplish much, though. The idea is takes. This bishop's going to be in danger, so he has to move it, and then this will drop. Of course, if he does nothing, I'm just picking this up. Okay. So now you have to save this somehow, which is only here that I can tell, which is where I'll pick this up. That seems wrong. That seems to be a mistake. How do I prove it? Maybe rook d5 followed by c5. No, I don't want to draw my guy. Why would I want to draw? This is a little annoying to me, but it's probably fine still. At least I get a pass pawn here, so maybe I could be okay with that. Yes, now I'm threatening this, so you can check. But then I can go like rook here, for example. He really offered a draw and then resigned anyway? What is this guy? Alright, let me, ah, crap. Let me upload this video first. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you can see I got a couple videos scheduled for you. Yes, let me switch to this computer. This account, rather. So we could go over that game. Ah, and we're up to 1935 now. So I'll fix that as well. Real quick. 1935. 131st win. Very nice. Alright, let's go over an old scene. Yeah, look how even it was. Like I said, he found the counter to the opening, so kind of annoying for a little bit. Yeah, so b5 is correct, e3 is good, knight f6, bishop e2, d6, and f3, e5, a4 is best. Okay, it took a long time on that move, so I'm happy I found the right one. We get bishop e7, bishop e2, castles c4, bishop g4, h3, bishop h5, knight c3, knight bd7, queen c2, bishop g6. Queen b3 is a mistake. I was supposed to go back. Yeah, I figured that already. Yeah, here is 100% supposed to go with the knight. So I'm happy with him missing that. So it's still even now. We get d4. He was e4. I figured he would. Knight d2, f5, rook a b1, bishop f6. Takes, queen b7 is best, queen c8 is not good, because now we get rook to b7. Doubling is not good, though. They wanted g4 first. That's hard to understand, but... Oh, they'd want to just double afterwards? Oh, well, obviously there I went on rook, but... Alright, so they preferred an earlier g4, I guess. But we're still winning here. Knight f4 is a miss, g4 is a win. How is g4 a win, though? So confused. Here he just fell for a tactic when there were a lot on the table. Knight b3 is apparently not good, though. What is so good about g4? I'm like actually curious why g4 is so good. I don't know why they were telling me to play g4 like 10 times. When was the first time they wanted me to play g4? This was the first time. Why is this so good? I mean, it's got to be a positional concept because there's no tactic. So what makes g4 so freaking good? Because I have no idea. I mean, am I playing like king g2 and going rook h1? Like, what? Oh, maybe I understand it. So this is hanging, so you have to protect that. You protect that by going here. Takes, and knight here. So you're just overloaded, pretty much. is what the idea is. If you go here, rook 1 to 2. And you can't actually protect this. And both of these fall and you have a nice chain. Alright, so I was missing that. These pawn exchanges would have led to a weak center for black. So I guess that's why you always have to think about pawn breaks, even in the middle to late game. So yeah, that's actually a good lesson for me, because I was not realizing that g4 was that strong. So yeah, look for pawn breaks, guys. But I hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.